Okay.
I've got it played in my ear. That's why I didn't know the intro had ended. I forgot to mute the tab. Very clever. Yes. That's probably going to be one of those shows where it's kind of not quite there because I'm knackered, to be fair. But welcome in, everybody. Welcome to Footy Corner. This is we're the North Bank show. We're both Arsenal, so we're kind of just going Arsenal, and we're going to some flexi club chat at some point or another. But yeah, welcome in, Daniel. How are we, sir?
I'm good, thanks, Fox. Thanks for having me, as ever.
Yeah, anytime, my friend. Anytime. Yeah. Feels a long time ago, the Brugge game now. I don't know about you. It just seems like it's, yeah, 48 hours between a game doesn't really feel, it feels like an age away. It feels like we're on the next game already. So, yeah.
Especially after kind of getting Arteta's press conferences today as well. So it's like psychologically, you're already thinking about Wolves. So yeah, I think that's definitely part of it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it definitely is. I mean, it is a bit mad, isn't it? That just yeah, it was only 2 days ago, but it just feels so long ago. I don't know how we're going to cope when after the Wolves game, it's a whole week off. Will feel like an absolute eternity. Feels like another international break, really.
Yeah, it will. It does kind of. Well, the issue with us not having a Carabao Cup is because of Palace's Europa League involvement, right?
Yeah, because Palace are playing the Conference League, aren't they? And they've got two extra games, I believe. They can't move those games, which understandably so. Yeah,
hence why
do it on the 23rd. But Palace completely rotated last night, and I think they were playing. I can't remember who they were playing. I watched it when Shelbourne, yeah. So in Ireland. So I mean, it was not exactly stiff opposition.
And luckily not having to travel too far as well for them. I think all of the Arsenal fan base are going to be staunch Palace fans on Sunday.
I think that's going to be the order of the day. I mean, what do you think about that game? We'll go on that since we've kind of gone there. Do you think they can actually beat them, or do you think they can take points off them? What do you think?
Where Palace have looked most dangerous this season has been when they've had Ismail Assar. And obviously him and his kind of connection with Mateta. Mateta's been carrying something the last few weeks, so he's had managed minutes. So that has meant our old friend Ed Nketiah has played a lot more for them. I think they can take points off City, especially after their excursion out to Madrid on Wednesday, and it being at home as well. I can't see a Palace win though, unfortunately. I think like maybe the best we could hope for is a draw potentially. Like Glasner was complaining about the schedule that these players they're not used to playing basically 3 games a week, and it's an already very thin squad for them, so they don't have the opportunity to kind of rotate.
Yeah, I mean, it's nobody's fault that they're not used to it, though. I mean, it's kind of Hoodlin said Palace can give them a good game. Yeah, well, I hope so. Hopefully so, and at least if they're gonna go there knacker them out a little bit and welcome in Hoodlin anyway. Nice to see you. If you are in here as well, please make sure you're hitting like and subscribe to both channels. Be much appreciated as well. Yeah, we need all the help we can get. Any comments you want to put in the comment section as well helps the algorithm so much. So yeah, if you can help that would be amazing. Thank you very much indeed. I think I think Mateta is managed for Nketiah as well because of the level of opposition that they're actually facing. So I think that they've actually switched it round and gone, okay, we can utilize him. The opposition is not fantastic. That's taking nothing away from Nketiah. He did enough in his own right, but if you can have a player like that that's kind of quite fluid and going to play on the break, use pace quite a lot, a very good asset to have, isn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. We, I do think Eddie and his run in our side, particularly when Jesus was out, quite underrated actually. If I'm thinking back to 3 seasons ago when our first kind of title charge, he came up with some really, really impressive performances. I remember we were trailing at home versus West Ham, and he managed to score a goal that we ended up winning. I remember him putting a really, really good performance against Spurs in North London derby.
Chelsea scored 2.
Yeah, was it that season or was that the previous season? It might have been the previous.
It might be the previous season, but it was somewhere around there.
Yeah, and then even the season after, in the 89-point season when we were kind of embedding habits in, Eddie started a lot of games for us in that first half of the season. I remember getting that hat-trick against Sheffield United. So pleased to see he's actually finally getting some minutes, and he's not going the Rob Holding route when Rob Holding went to Palace. So
Rob Holding went to Palace. He didn't get any game time, and then he went to somewhere else.
Yeah,
didn't he go to Bolton? Did he go back to Bolton? Something
he might have done.
He started at Bolton, I think.
He did,
and ended up on loan there and come back. Didn't go anywhere, and then he's gone to MLS. I don't think he's really playing.
Right.
But, yeah. It's not done great. But yeah, to think that we had that as backup on our title challenge, you know what I mean? It's and people wonder why we faded. The excuse that Saliba went down, and there was nothing else from there. So definitely. I'd argue that Nketiah shouldn't be in a title challenge, let alone Holding. So I loved Holding, but Jesus.
Yeah, he if you remember, he did. I think it was an ACL actually at United away. I remember it might have been during Unai's time, but before that, Holding was actually a really decent defender for us.
Yeah.
Obviously, that FA Cup final lives long in the memory. But yeah, it was a bit of a sad way for his Arsenal career to end. Well, it looks like his career is kind of
his whole career, really, wasn't it? At the end of it, really. I mean, not exactly. Stand out. Yeah. Welcome in, Khalid. How are we, mate?
Mertesacker, right? Mertesacker final alongside Holding.
Mertesacker final with did the header down. Just headed it to his toes. There you go. I was thinking, actually in the Brugge game, we missed that flick on at the front post. That Mertesacker used to do, and obviously Bold and Adams kind of did that way back when as well. Yeah, but, we kind of missed that. Just that towering kind of presence there, with just that backwards header, just to be a bit a bit more annoying, a bit more,
Yeah,
scary,
sure.
I guess.
Yeah, and obviously keep harping on about it, but yeah, just that's why we're missing Gabriel so much. Like his presence in both boxes, defending set pieces, attacking set pieces. Yeah, it's definitely a big miss. So I'm just hoping that 4-week prognosis is true, which would take us to the Everton match for any potential availability. But yeah,
Where
if he does
4 weeks. I thought he was. I thought he was between 2 and 6. I thought that's what it was.
So Ornstein's tweet initially at the time was it's anything between 4 weeks to 8 weeks.
Yeah.
Which would probably get us around the 6-week mark, which might take us if you can't make the 4 weeks, if you can't make Everton, then what we're looking at maybe Brighton, Bournemouth, or maybe like most probably Liverpool game, because that will take us to around about that time period if the club want to be cautious with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the one thing that we are doing now, at least, is not actually risking players and doing, kind of overworking them when they've got a niggle. And I personally thought that's what was happening with Saliba. Obviously, that's not the case. It's obviously more serious than that. But I thought it was. He's been pulled out. He's felt something and whatever. But obviously, it's more serious than that. But the days kind of just about works, but it's very loose.
Loose
and free with the day's words.
And like in terms of the nature of the injuries as well, like the club hardly gives anything away, but I think Arteta really kind of said today that it was an ankle injury. So if you think back to that Liverpool game where he kind of did something to his ankle, it might have been a bit of a recurrence of that injury from earlier in the season. So obviously, I can't risk anything with ankles. So
we can't risk anything anyway, can you? I mean, that's the point. The whole point of having the squad is that you can rotate players, and it's just the law of sod that 3 of them happen all at the same time.
At once. For sure.
Yeah, it's either all attackers, all defenders. We've spoke about this before, and we don't get one at the front, one in the middle, one at the back. It's either all front, all back, all middle. That's what it seems to be anyway.
It's the cluster injuries that basically killed us, both last season and thinking about that first title challenge. Tomiyasu and Saliba going down in that Europa League match against Sporting, both in the same game. So it's just
glass ankle, that's knee.
Tomiyasu,
yeah,
signed for Ajax, it seems, right?
Yeah, he's actually got another gig, hasn't he? Yeah.
So pleased for him.
Well, good for him, yeah, definitely. But yeah, I think the problem that he had for us, he had to kneel, and it basically didn't work, so they had to go back and do it again, whatever they were doing with it. So not great, but
he did an interview earlier in the week.
Did he? I haven't seen that.
Yeah, he spoke about how psychologically he felt like it would have been good for him. So he actually proposed to end his contract, and obviously the club honoured that. Because I just think it was a tough place for him in terms of just always like getting injured. He spoke about the fact he only had 4 minutes last season, so he just wanted a bit of a fresh start. But yeah, like I really felt sorry for him because I felt like on his day he was probably our best one-on-one defender. Like he locked up so many attackers. I'm thinking back to that Arsenal-Liverpool game where he completely locked up Salah. But yeah, yeah, I'm pleased that he's found a club, and pleased that kind of been a good solution as well, because I see that kind of spot in the squad kind of going to Mascara now. So in terms of being that kind of utility defender, that kind of Swiss Army knife, if you like.
Yeah, I mean, it's very similar to Abui in that kind of way. I mean, obviously he's not Abui is not the quality that he had, but yeah, where Abui could play in midfield and kind of in defence and maybe a bit further forward, it was a bit more utility. But yeah, we've got Timber for that now, so you know he can play anywhere, absolutely anywhere, and he's really good at it. Though he had a knock as well, didn't he?
Against Villa,
in the Villa game, apparently.
I do wonder whether Arteta was maybe using that as a bit of excuse to just give him some rest, because if you think back to the Brentford game, I don't think it was a plan to play him at all. And then obviously Mascara did his own ankle in. So, yeah, so I think maybe it was just a chance to give him a bit of rest when he hadn't really had the opportunity to do so. So, yeah.
Do you think we rest Sublimendy this week?
Interesting, because he played against Brugge and he played against Villa. Yeah, I think if Rice is
45 minutes the game before, didn't he? So it's kind of
he did, against Brentford, yeah. Maybe. I think it depends on Rice's fitness, because obviously Rice was sick. Arteta's not going to take this game lightly at all. And I think if Sublimendy is available, the fact that we don't play midweek, it might be a case of kind of get the job done early.
Go strong, get it done, get him off.
Yeah, that's what I would do personally as well.
And you've got Norgard that's got minutes in his legs now, at least.
Yeah, exactly.
Like he obviously can't play Calafiori.
So Miles,
that yellow card now that we were all begging for ain't looking great now, is it? So it's either you play Timber, whether he's on the edge or not, or you play Norgard in that position again.
If Saliba, I think Saliba is going to be available. Like, he seemed very, very tongue in cheek this morning. Arteta did about Saliba.
It did seem a little bit. The problem is I'm kind of done with reading anything into what he says, because
I know
I don't think you actually can. And I don't know if you've seen this. I don't know whether somebody's made it up or whether it's actually been leaked from somewhere. But Arteta wants to do training sessions completely in private. He doesn't want the cameras there or anything like that. And I can actually get that he's probably said that.
Yeah, I can definitely see that as well, to be fair.
Certainly at the moment with all the injuries and stuff like that and the rotation, and he wants players to be training with the group, but they can't train with the group with the cameras there.
Yeah.
Because everybody knows what's going on, don't they? So it's
yeah, there's that element, and he's so cloak and dagger about like team news. Like he'll have injured players coming out with the squad on the team bus just to not give anything away. So yeah, I mean, I'm all for it. If we don't know what he's going to do, the opposition doesn't know what he's going to do. So
yeah, for sure. I mean, it's the same with this with Hoodlin saying basically we need to rest most of the midfield tomorrow. Well,
yeah,
it's if you've got the opportunity to do that, because obviously if you've got Norgard that's playing in the centre back role, then yeah, you're not going to get the opportunity to do it, are you? But but somebody puts Rice doesn't need to play and give Raya a break. I mean, I don't know how much of a break Raya needs. I don't know if he thinks. I don't know if he needs any. But he's got a week off as well.
Yeah, it's true.
And
and he's not going to be playing the Carabao Cup match. Like we know that's Kepa's minutes.
Yeah, so that's on the 23rd. So he's not going to be playing that one. That'll be Kepa.
Yeah, and then the FA Cup tie on the 10th will also be Kepa.
I'm not sure about that.
You reckon?
Not sure about that.
Interesting. I think
that's in Portsmouth, though, isn't it?
It is in Portsmouth. Yeah, I think the problem we had last season, and I kind of agree with Hudden's point here, to a certain degree. The problem we had last season, I think Raya, psychologically towards the end of the season, he was making some uncharacteristic mistakes. You could just see maybe a little bit of fatigue coming into his game. And I think with keepers, it's more that psychological fatigue because you always have to be switched on. We heard Ramsdale talking about, trying to G up the crowd so that he's always switched on somewhere or the other. But yeah, I can kind of see that. And Raya played literally every single minute of every single game because we just didn't trust. I forgot his name now. The backup we signed from Bournemouth on loan.
Oh God, who was it now? Neto.
Yes, Neto.
No, it showed that we were right not to trust Neto with his performance against Girona.
When he tried to save a goal from
45 yards out, and he tried to save the ball. You're like, mate, you're in that position, right? Let the ball go in the goal. Do not try and save it there. Do not try and save it there, because you're going to get yourself sent off, boy. But yeah, saying Timber's not ready yet. That's what Daniel alluded to. Maybe
some ITK news from Hudden there, maybe.
I think you're a steward, aren't you, Hudlin? If I remember rightly. To rest Timber, Rice, and don't risk Saliba. Well, yeah, but the problem is that then you don't have a back line.
Yeah.
So
or a midfield.
Or a midfield. So if you've got basically, if you're playing Norgard at centre back, then you're definitely playing Zubimendi. Which means you're likely playing Rice. Marino can potentially get a break because you got Erdegaard.
Yeah.
But other than that, you haven't got many options if one of those centre backs don't play.
Yeah. And if Timber's not playing, then Norgard has to start at centre half. Of course he
is
16-year-old Tamale Salmon, which
I mean, he did all right against Bruges. To be fair, when he did come on,
I felt super proud, both of Helen again and he's from Mayence, Marley Salmon, and also shares the same nationality as me as well. He's half Mauritian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so a bit of a claim to fame for Mauritius there.
Yeah, fair enough.
For such a small nation, to have someone represent us is quite nice.
Yeah, nice. Yeah. So is he dual national then?
Yeah, he's half Jamaican, half Mauritian. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, we won't
probably
be for England then, the England team.
Well, he's probably eligible to play for England. So, let's see here. I doubt he'll represent Mauritius.
Yeah.
If there's any nation that he'll represent, and it's not England, it'll probably be Jamaica. So.
Yeah, fair. But yeah, he looks good prospects, to be fair to him, and coming on at 16 as well. One of the youngest to appear in the Champions League. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and such a proud record for the club, because I think it's Arsenal's record of like breaking the youngest appearance record holders, like going all the way back from Wilshere to the likes of Ethan and now Marley Salmon. Like, I think a real source of pride for us as well that we give these opportunities to young players, and the rumours are that part of the reason why we were so willing to let Aiden Heaven go was because of this guy, because of Salmon.
Yeah, I did hear that on the grapevine, but you never know.
You never know. Yeah, you never know
how much truth there is in it and whatever. But Heaven basically came out and said it's the best move he's ever made and all this lot. And you're like, okay, yeah, whatever.
Fair enough. Yeah. Free ETH. Okay.
Yeah, come on, man. Come on if you want to. Have you got the link? Free Ethan. Yeah. He needs more minutes, but I did even notice in that kind of period, he did give the ball away a couple of times, and then they broke on the counter attack. But yeah. Hoodlin, have you got the link? It's in the WhatsApp. Well, it's actually in both.
Yeah.
It's in the Twitter, mate.
Yeah, I was having this discussion with some of my Arsenal boys, just kind of talking about how Ethan needs the minutes, but then you just know Arteta doesn't trust him out of position. And like there's this reticence to play him on the right wing. Now it just seems that all of his minutes is coming in that central midfield role. Kyle's got a few points here. I'll just read it out. I should give Hudden the link. Erdogan gets forced in the team as soon as he's fit, but we've played our best football with Rice, Zubi, and as a midfield. You know, it's a good point. I think, you know, him being our skipper kind of forces it a little bit. And I definitely agree with you. I think I alluded to this on our channel, on our pod earlier this week, Sparks. You know, Erdogan kind of giveth and taketh away in the same breath. Thinking about that Villa game where he was kind of taking up the same positions as Zubimendi and Rice and doing what Zubimendi and Rice were doing in terms of trying to build up play from the back and kind of progressing that play for us. In the second half, the first 15 minutes of the second half, the reasons why we looked so good was because of that right hand side with Ødegaard, Saka, and White. It was almost like 23-24 all over again, and that kept on just finding Leo on the back post there. I think part of the problem, Khalid, is that it's about those relationships. Obviously, the team clicked and found a way without Ødegaard. And now it's kind of about finding a way now again with him.
Yeah, did you see the bottom one? Arteta's golden child won't ever get dropped. Do you not like Ødegaard then? I mean, I do agree he's had a little bit of a drop off, but I don't think he's a bad player. I don't think he's someone that that necessarily needs dropping. He's had injury problems, of course, and he needs to play back into form. I agree to a certain extent that he's quite systematic in what he does. He's readable, and he actually managed to do a shot. I think it was in the Brugge game anyway, where he didn't hit it straight at the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper actually had to make a dive for it, which was quite nice to see. So I thought that was okay. I mean, I don't think his performance was the best, but I certainly don't think it was the worst. I thought it was pretty good, to be honest.
Whilst on Ødegaard, I think on Wednesday night we really needed him in the sense that, you know, we were missing Rice and we were missing kind of that pressing from the front. But yeah, I see the argument about Ethan both needing more minutes and him kind of
He did liven
having
things
that
up
eye
as
for
well
goal.
when he came on.
Yeah.
So,
He just has the eye for goal, and he's so direct and so one-minded in a good way. When we kind of
you
need a
say in a
goal,
good way. You say in a good way. It's a good way for us. I don't necessarily think it's a good way for Arteta, and I think that's what it is.
Yeah,
I think that's the problem.
Yeah.
That he doesn't think about the other part when he actually loses possession. He's basically doing risk for reward and risking too much as far as Arteta's concerned by the looks of it.
Exactly.
And I think that's why he doesn't get so many minutes, because he's not actually thinking it. He's great for the press, progressing the ball, but we got Zubi for build up. He's touch heavy and offers very. Yes, but you say that, right? The reason that Zubimendi can get forwards is because of Ødegaard's pressing. He's putting it that extra man at the forefront, and just creating that little bit of havoc by pressing on. So you say he's great for the press, but by doing that press, he's creating the space for Zubimendi to work. Which is why we said in the first place that that Ødegaard doesn't have to come so deep to receive the ball.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the touch heavy and offers very little threat argument. I mean, he had a great shot against Emi Martinez in the Villa match, and if it wasn't for a great save, we will be kind of singing his praises for that shot. Similarly, like I think if Donnarumma doesn't make an absolute worldy save in that PSG semi, we might have a UCL title under our belts right now. But yeah, it's in the margins.
But when he plays the ball on the ground, he has this weird kind of scuff shot.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's like he hasn't really kicked the ball. He's just kind of gone across the ball a little bit. And
he doesn't generate that power that you want from outside of the box. Exactly. I think that's been his problem.
He needs to get further forwards for that to have any kind of impact whatsoever. And he needs to be further away for his skill to basically place a shot. So he gets the placement, if you like, but then, like you say, he doesn't get the power.
Exactly.
Because it's almost going across the ball every time. And I get that he's trying to get whip on the ball and whatever, but there's no point in putting whip on it if you're not getting a bit of power.
Yeah, exactly.
Here he is. How are you, mate?
Hudson, how are you?
How we going, all right?
I'm good, guys. How are you?
Yeah, you're quiet. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. I know this is long overdue.
You've been saying you're coming on for ages, man.
You've been trying to get me. You know what it is. Every time I come, like something else happens, and and then obviously the season is going a bit mad at the minute.
Yeah,
it's just December is crazy, and then I don't know if you guys saw what's going to happen in January with the women's this FIFA competition that's happening in January.
I haven't heard about that one yet.
Yeah, if you go on the website, you'll see. I think we've got like the third and fourth playoff, and then the finals at the Emirates is going to be played with Brentford, and it's just long. But anyway, let's not.
So another tournament. Girls get injured.
So I've been listening to you guys. It's been good so far.
Yeah, cool, man. Yeah, it's good to get you on. Finally,
a long time.
Yes, I keep trying to catch up with you in the games, but I always
good luck. Yeah, good luck with that. But so we see what happens tomorrow. I'm a bit iffy right now because who do we play? Who do we don't? Because right now we're getting the forwards back, and now the defenders are going off injured.
Yeah, it's kind of standard for us, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but I don't know what it is. Like something needs to be looked into, or something needs to be done. But from what I was watching today, though, it's not just us though, because I'm seeing quite a few players have gone off muscle injury. I think Palace have lost one of their forwards for the season from an ACL.
Who was that?
Who is it? I think it's Temeka, one of these ones. So I remember seeing it earlier on today. What is just looking at like all of the injury updates and stuff, and it's
we don't need that before the City game. Have as many injuries as you want after that, but I'm not serious, obviously. But yeah, we don't want anybody to get injuries before they play them. To be honest, yeah.
Because then we got Liverpool on a Thursday night as well, haven't we?
Yes. Khalid said it's Devaney.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Does he play? Does he play every game? Or I don't think I've ever heard of him, to be honest.
I think it came out today. Let me have a look. Hold on, I'll let you know who it is. But yeah, so what did you guys think of the game on Wednesday night?
I mean, I was quite glad to see some rotation. I think we all were. I was shocked when I saw Noel God come up, and it was like, "Where's he playing then?" He's playing centre back. What? Okay, that's a new one.
I think a few eyebrows got raised after that one when that news came out.
Yeah, mine as well. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Well, we haven't even touched on Noni's cracker.
We haven't touched on the game at all, really.
Yeah, really.
We just kind of responded to messages in the chat. So we started off on a tangent about Chelsea or something like that, and then kind of swung around the houses and not actually got to the game yet.
Yeah. Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, we needed Doug joined in the chat. We needed something to open that game up for us, and Noni delivered the goods. Like, all credit to him. Like, just an amazing run, fantastic finish. I saw Gilchrist was getting a lot of praise for occupying the two centre backs because they kind of followed his run to open up the space for Noni. Similarly, he did the same thing for Martinelli's shot outside the box as well. But yeah, man,
Martinelli's cross actually.
Yeah.
Exactly the same thing.
It's good centre forward play to open up space for others, and something which the other profiles in our squad don't necessarily do. Marino likes to kind of drop in from midfield, kind of be that last man, kind of ghosting in for his headers, rather than kind of occupying space. So yeah, it's all good, man. And I was super thrilled to see Jesus coming on and getting some minutes. Happy for him.
The question mark is: are we going to keep him beyond January, though? Which I kind of think. I think we need to, but
keep who?
Jesus.
I don't think. Well, he come out and did an interview. Basically said he's not selling anybody.
Yeah. Arteta basically ruled out any sales this January. I think if there was going to be some movement, it would be Wanyeri possibly going on loan after the FA Cup tie. But that's a big possibility. That's a big question mark. What with Havertz coming back in the squad as well, that will kind of mean even more reduced minutes for Ethan. And you know, he's too good a talent to not be getting minutes.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah,
it feels a bit like the Emma Smith Rose all over again.
Yeah, but Emil Smith Rowe was kind of coming back from injury. He was never kind of getting any fitness back. He never kind of got any run of games because he literally he played like 45 minutes and then get a twinge again.
Yeah.
And so he never kind of came back. But yeah, do the comments before you carry on if you want. See, okay. A couple of interesting ones there.
Dar's coming in the chat. Arsenal peaking too soon in the UCL, or could they do the unthinkable and win the whole thing unbeaten?
If he came on, then he could ask the question himself. You know what
I mean? Peaking too soon? I don't know. I don't think so. But obviously, the further in the competition you go, the harder the games get. But
yeah,
now it's just. I think it's good now because the position we are now, we can rotate quite a lot of players. So. Yeah.
I also think as well that I don't think there's such thing as peaking too soon in the Champions League, at least. Normally teams start off very slow and build into it, but they've got to have built into it by the third or fourth game. Otherwise, it's kind of a bit ruined. But yeah,
it's all right, man. It's all right.
We go easy on me, man. You've got an Arsenal shirt in your wardrobe. We understand. We know.
Yeah.
You know, we feel your pain, to be honest. So we've been there and done it. So we don't want to give you too much crap. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Arsenal PS4 would be delicious if you can get there.
Yeah, not if they get Doué and Dembele back for the final and whatever. But there were people in the on Twitter today. I don't know if you've seen it, but basically putting out, "Oh, you do all this work and you'll end up playing Barcelona." I was like, "Yeah, good.
That's the whole point.
I want to play against that high line, man. I want to play that high line because we will destroy that high line, man.
That's the whole point.
We will absolutely destroy it.
We want the whole point of being in Champions League is we want these glamour ties, and a bit of revenge as well for 2006.
So. Although that's not actually against Barcelona, it was against the official. That was
yeah, true.
Yeah, complete joke. And not for the first time and not for the last time either.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because at least the position now is we can have the second leg at home, because what happened last year was just a bit crazy.
It was a joke, wasn't it? Absolutely fucking travesty.
Crazy. But I would say, in all fairness, my bags were packed for Germany. Like that Paris Saint-Germain second leg. Like after the first 15 minutes, I was like, yeah, this is happening.
Yeah. But I booked flights for the final because I screwed up last year.
Yeah, because we got emails saying, yeah, if we make it to the finals, off we go. I'm like, cool. I put everything back, make sure my schedule was clear. And
yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, I think this season we have a better squad to cope in regards to the latter stages of the Champions League.
Yeah, for sure.
So
I feel that the drop off is not half as massive as it was. So we kind of had players out, and then we had to drop to youth players, and we're not in that situation anymore. Without, we can still drop to talented youth players rather than, Holding and players like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because not being funny, like we got 3 main centre backs out, and Norgard looked alright. Obviously,
he did leave pressure off the ball a couple of times. He could have been quicker on the uptake, but it's not his position, is it? So you kind of expect that.
Give that, yeah, for sure.
Because that I was not gonna lie to you, I was expecting probably Calafiori or somebody else to be playing in that centre back position with Ngapié, but that was a master stroke, I would say.
Yeah, I mean,
I wonder if that was in mind as well, because Calafiori's got suspended, that he wanted to put somebody together that could actually play. Should Saliba's not back or whatever. So they actually put them together, just go, right, okay, let's try this out. And, Rice will be back. And then Marino can come out, so he can basically do a bit of the donkey work, if you like.
Yeah, it's a good point. Because players need rhythm and they need minutes.
As centre backs, definitely.
100%, yeah, 100%. So it's a good point. And Calafiori did come on. Once it was 3-0. I think with Calafiori for the rest of the season, possibly even the rest of his career, to be honest, but after the major injury that he had in Italy, but his minutes are just going to be managed. Yeah. I can't see him playing kind of 3 games every single week. He's going to have to kind of miss a game here or there, just because he's going to be carrying those little niggles, I think.
What, Calafiori?
So it was touch and go whether he'd even make a career after his knee injury in Italy.
Yeah.
Like it was really, really bad. So yeah. I think like it's a case of like his minutes just being managed now.
Yeah, I'm not really sure, to be honest. I don't think he's that kind of guy. Normal Italians, right? They and this is no slight on Italians at all, but I'm just saying that they're rigorous in their position.
Yeah.
They're robust, right?
Yeah.
But he's none of that. He's just like
the most un-Italian Italian.
and I've said that on streams before, haven't I?
Yeah,
he's
you
like
have.
The most un-Italian Italian defender you've.
He's just everywhere.
And I swear he could play in midfield. He could play up front. He could play on the wing. He could play left back. He could play right back. I reckon he could put a shift in goal.
Wasn't there a coach who was saying in Italy that Calafiori could also play as a striker? So,
yeah, well, he started as a striker, I believe.
Yeah,
a lot of them.
Then most players start as strikers, don't they, and then come back to wherever they're.
I think Saliba started as a striker as well.
Yeah,
he did. Yeah.
But yeah, he's just crazy. Absolutely crazy. Just that he's just everywhere, and people go, well, he's playing such and such now, and you're like, how do you know that? How have you worked that out? Because there is no rhythm to it. It's just like, yeah, well, first I'm going to be in centre back, then I'm going to be in left back, then I'm going to be at left wing. Well, I can't work it out, so I don't know how the opposition.
Such a maverick. He's such a maverick.
Yeah, really is a maverick.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. He's Italian as pineapple on pizza. Right. I mean, if there's ever a description, there it is. Right, because they wouldn't be seen dead with pineapple on pizza. So yeah, absolutely, completely there. John Kelly, welcome in, sir. How are we, guys? If you're in the chat, make sure you're hitting the like, subscribing to the channels, and doing all that good stuff, sharing the live, and get involved with the chat as well. And it helps the algorithm a lot. We get to put out to more viewers. Hit the like, and if you haven't done it, share the stream. Thank you very much. If we have no Saliba or Mosquera, it has to be Norgard to keep the balance in defence. Well, this is the thing, and if that's the case, you can't drop some Mendy out. Rice is probably sitting out, and then Marino's coming back. Ødegaard's going in. So, or Marino and putting Rice in.
We haven't even spoken about Ben White yet. Like, he's just come back into the team so seamlessly.
What a revelation! Really, it's like a new signing.
Yeah, literally that.
It's just like a new signing, isn't it? It's just crazy. Everybody go, no, he's washed. He's going to go in the summer. This, that, and the other.
And then I think it's also good as well, because now that we can give Timber a bit more for rest.
Yeah.
But sometimes he can also be touch and go. Like he gets kicked, and you're like, "Oh my god, is this gonna happen now?"
But do you think that's going to happen more now? The cup games are coming up a bit more regularly.
100%,
Sure, it's got to happen, hasn't it? It's got to happen.
Definitely 100%. And it's also good because he can slot into centre back as well. So that's even a bigger plus.
Yeah, I mean, has he actually? He played centre back for us once, didn't he?
I think once, yeah. Wondering it's only been once.
That was against Brighton, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think that's the only game he's done it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, he's come back and he's getting fitter and sharper every game. So he's actually looking quite good. I actually wouldn't be surprised if he starts tomorrow.
I think he'll have to.
He has to start.
Yeah. So,
if Timber's injured, he'll have to start. Yeah.
Yeah, because the only other option there is Mosquera, and he's out.
Yeah, the thing with Mikel is you don't get that. He don't give that injury update away to no one. Like,
Yeah, but I like that.
Which is good.
Yeah, I like that. You can keep it under your hat. You know what I mean?
You can't fully prepare because you don't really know who is playing until the starting 11 comes up.
Yeah. I mean, particularly if Saliba comes back as well. I don't want anybody to know about it. And
personally, I think P will probably keep Saliba for Everton. I don't think
with a week off though. We got a week off now.
I feel like Arteta would want to give him some minutes, and even if he's like fit enough to start on the bench, maybe we'll throw him on in the second half or something like that. Because rhythm's important. Yeah,
for sure. Big up, James. Welcome in, sir. We still need to do a collab. If you want to get involved, get in touch at some point, we can do that. I see Shaq's got his outing after the Villa game. Yeah, Shaq's was being quiet for a little bit, and after the Villa game, he was all out in up in arms again. Shaq's he's not a fan of Arteta.
I think that game broke a lot of hearts, man.
Yeah,
it broke my heart, man. I was there. My first ever away day.
Daniel's fault.
You know what? Because I was doing the women's game, and then the women's game finished. Went down to the office and then realized that they scored. I was like, oh my god, what is happening here? Because literally after the women's game, no one left the stadium. Everyone was watching the game in the concourse.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah. So literally no one left the stadium. Like the stadium was still packed.
Yeah, you've seen the reports that have come out and basically said that they were upset with the viewing figures for the women's game. You're like,
well,
it was expected though. Like,
don't put it on at the same time as the men's game. Then that's the key, isn't it?
This is the thing, and this is what we said. Literally, like, well, the stadium is not going to be. You're not going to get that massive turnout because you have the women's game start at 12 o'clock and 12:30 the men's kickoff.
Yeah.
You know, so
we should have mentioned it on my channel actually. Like, big up Arsenal women beating Liverpool 2-1, man, because we had Zahid there, so that would be good.
Double whammy.
Yeah,
I'll
remind him. I'll remind him and Tamim on Monday, hopefully.
Well, if I come on, I'll remind you.
Always welcome, man. Always welcome.
What's your channel, Cuddly?
Oh, it's Huddling TV. Instead.
I can't find it.
If not, I'll send all the information. I'll put it in the
put it in the group chat.
Yeah, I'll put it in the group chat,
man. I'll get it subbed out. I'll put both my accounts on it.
Yeah, drop it in the group chat.
Make sure you're dropping likes and subscribing to both channels, and we'll send a link for Hoodlins as well in the comments, so make sure you're following them as well. Appreciate everybody being here. So it was the Bruges game was kind of a game about individual quality rather than a team effort, really, wasn't it? It was kind of it wasn't a resolute team performance. It was just kind of and it was always going to be with that kind of rotation, wasn't it?
Our backs was against the walls, right? But basically, soon after we scored, Brugge kind of came back into it, and I think they showed their quality in terms of why they drew against Barca this season, why they beat Villa last season. But yeah, I was relieved to see that we didn't concede. I was just fully expecting us to concede before half time because they did kind of pepper our goal, and Ryan had to kind of get called.
Yeah,
do you not think that was because we kept attacking even though we weren't keeping the ball though? Because I thought that they were still setting back and actually countering.
Yeah, because
they still played the same way.
With their number 9.
Yeah, but he was just an outball though, wasn't he? Was it Foyth or whatever his name is? Forbes,
yeah.
Yeah, Forbes without an E, which is very weird. Something Forbes without an E. What the hell is that about? But yeah, he was just the outball all the time, and everybody was up trying to get the second goal, and it was just like, well, we just kept giving the ball away very easily, I thought.
Yeah, they were pressing us, and we just couldn't maintain that possession. Kind of stringing 2 passes together and then losing it. Like Nani's second goal came at a really good time for us, I think, because it just kind of started to extinguish any of their hopes.
Yeah, I think that killed the game, it killed the fans, and that was just kind of smooth sailing from there.
Yeah, he shut the crowd up, didn't it? Because the crowd were getting very rowdy. Yeah, they were so rowdy beforehand, and even the commentators said that this is quite a hostile ground, and everybody gets involved, and you could see that they were the drums going off and the clapping and whatever, but they were like 70-year-old women that are just going on with the clapping and stuff.
It's a very.
You go where my seat is, and you see a 70-year-old woman. There is no way she's clapping along to that. Absolutely not a chance. In fact, most of the blokes don't do it, let alone the women. So I thought that was fair play to them, and they literally. Yeah, they literally teetered it, didn't they?
Yeah.
And I thought we'd get another goal actually with the last 5 minutes of the first half, but it kind of never came. But so close to the kickoff for the second half, it was it just stunned them, and then there was no more, was there? It's kind of stunned into silence, quite literally, really.
I don't think they were even ready for that. It was a bit like when Eze scored the second in the North London derby, like before everyone came back to their seats. It was so I think that just sucker punched them, and after
like celebrations, yeah.
After that was more or less it.
But yeah, speaking of the crowd, Sparks, like big up the Arsenal fans, man, that they came up with another banger of a song.
Yeah, but I'm not actually sure how much imagination that took. But, and a lot of people in the stadium basically said it made no sense to us, but we were singing along with it anyway. It was like, whatever. It was just like, whose name can we insert here? And Zubimendi was the one. So I'm sure he was pleased for that as well. But yeah, it was mental. You could that second half. I never heard their fans at all.
Yeah,
I just heard the Arsenal fans.
Their fans were finished, but I must mention Martinelli as well, because at the beginning of the season he got a lot of stick, and
100%.
I think something just clicked. As I was saying to my friend, I think
competition, mate.
I think he remembered his Brazilian
Champions League music before Premier League games.
Sack Northland. Don't play that. Just play the Champions League music.
We
get Champions League Nelly, right?
Yeah. Champions League Nelly, Champions League Nonny.
Fair play.
Because he hasn't scored in the Prem either, has he? But he scored 3. I think he's assisted 1 in the Prem.
He has,
maybe.
Five on the trot for Martinelli now in the Champions League.
5 on the trot for Martinelli.
Fantastic.
I think first player to do it or something like that. Score in 5 in a row.
5 consecutive games. Yeah.
He's he's going back to the Martinelli that we know from and we love, and the confidence of taking on players again. So,
but yeah, I want him to kind of do that move more often. That drop of the shoulder, cut inside, and take his shots on again. Because definitely in the Prem, he's kind of like stuck out on the byline and trying to whip in crosses from there. But we know he's got the ability, and I think that's a lot of the frustration that we've had with him from the beginning of the season. Like, we know he has the ability, it's just unlocking it.
Yeah,
I think similarly with Ødegaard as well. It's just unlocking that talent and allowing them to showcase it in the best possible way.
I think with Martin, I just want him to shoot a bit more because he gets in some positions. I'm just like, please, have a shot. Don't know what can happen.
Yeah, we were saying before though that he kind of does a scuff shot rather than an actual shot where he kicks the ball. He actually kicks across the ball rather to try and get the whip on it, but doesn't really get the power on it. So half the time it's you're kind of not getting anything on it. So he's had a few instances where he was actually making decent shots, but we haven't seen that for a while, to be fair.
Hopefully it comes back. But yeah, tomorrow's should be interesting. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the time though, because I'm just like, no.
You're not looking forward to it?
I'm looking forward to the game, just not the time.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
That's the only reason I'm not.
What time would you be leaving the stadium then, Hudden? What time are you done with your shift?
That would probably be about 11:30 midnight.
Oh.
Yeah.
So then
it's Saturday night, because then you've also got the late Mazda on as well. So
yeah.
Hopefully not. But I just like I always say to them, I just want to go out there, get the business done early so that everyone can just relax.
Yeah, well, that's it. Get it done 3-0 half time or 2-0 half time, and then you can just chill along, make some changes.
This is it. I'm just like get over and done early. Like, come on,
get over and done with. Get on the bench, whatever, and put your long johns on, and then start off out.
Wrap them all up.
Yeah, that's what it needs. I think they are. I think they really are. Though Gyökeres can strike the ball really pure.
You can lever it. You can lever it.
Needs to get in the position to do it.
Yeah,
I think he will come good at one point, because I've got one of my friends who's a diehard Spurs fan, and he's on it all the time, week in, week out. I'm like, just allow it. I was like, remember, we haven't really played
on Rice. Who's he on?
Gyökeres.
Gyökeres. Oh,
yes,
okay.
And it's like, wait till he clicks and it happens, and let's judge him. Don't start judging now.
Yeah, I mean they've got Richarlison and Solanke. So
He's been out for like 10 years.
Yeah, they're not in any kind of position, are they? To be judging our players really when they've got spent 210 million on strikers and they can't strike.
I don't know. I've got a weird feeling that he probably scored tomorrow. I was saying that to someone earlier. I was like, I
hope so. I think if there was one maybe disappointment from the Brugge game was that all kind of getting assist as well. Like I know we spoke about his good kind of centre forward play in terms of like occupying the centre halves, but yeah, it would have been really nice for him to get a goal. Similarly as well, like think back to that Chelsea match. If Timber didn't take it off his head, we'd still be maybe cheering his name right now.
What a lead that was from Timber, by the way, though.
I know. Tell me about it.
I'm not saying that, and he shouldn't be the bloody there, but yeah, he got up higher than bloody Gyökeres was getting up anyway, and you're like, how the bleeding hell he got up there? It's like Zubimendi. Half the time I don't know how he's got so high.
Timber has a serious lead though.
Yeah.
Really good, but yeah, both him for shorter players, both have serious aerial ability. I think Tim's already got like 3 goals this season from set pieces. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a funny feeling if the Rice will play anyway. I think he'll be back from his.
But you know what?
I think so.
We get that feeling, but nothing. I wouldn't put anything past him now.
No, but I like that. I like that even that we get it wrong, because it's not so long ago that we could name the team sheet
A week before we come before the game.
Happened, done whatever. We've seen who's had a knock. We've seen everything that's happened in the stadium. Gone. He's not playing. He'll play instead. He'll play instead. I mean, you can literally name the 11 before,
a few days before.
Yeah, well before, and you go, yep, right, okay. Yeah, I have no hope now. Not too long back, but
yeah, because even Trossard's not far away. He's got a couple of days before he's back. I reckon he'll be back for Everton as well.
Yeah, Saliba was only a couple of days, mate.
Yeah.
And it was 2 weeks.
So I think I don't know. I could see Marino and whoever in midfield, Odegaard and somebody else in midfield tomorrow.
The Real Sociedad midfield, right? Marino, Zubi, and Odegaard.
Yeah, the whole Sociedad midfield.
Well, he might be inclined to give Zubomendi a rest tomorrow. Well, we'll see what happens.
We were discussing that, but if players aren't available, then he might have to start, depending. But
yeah. So I don't know. He's brought a calmness to that side that we haven't seen for a very long time.
He's a conductor, isn't he? It's just a different player to. People were saying obviously that after we lose one game, that Partey's the loss but he's a different kind of player. Partey was like a general there, and just commanded the space. He didn't really do anything.
Zubomendi, it goes through Zubomendi.
Yeah, Zubomendi is just a conductor. So he's like, I want to play it that way. Everybody goes that way, If I want to play it that way, it goes that way. It's momentum. It's really good to watch.
I love his in-game intelligence as well. Like his ability 100%. To know when to kind of just take that niggly foul for the side without getting a booking. Just a super smart, intelligent player.
I think the refs have actually seen that and just gone, right, okay, well, yeah, that's actually too intelligent. You actually got the ball, but I'm going to book you anyway.
Yes, Sunderland question.
No, but it is Arsenal. We get some interesting bookings that you're just like,
just mad. I just don't understand what two of the bookings that he got were never bookings in this world.
He won the ball cleanly. It was just like
and Saka's won in the last game as well.
Yeah,
Villa, he got the ball, and then you wonder why he hit the ground.
Yeah. But I don't know. Sometimes I think like some of these referees are just caught up in the moment and the emotions that it's just getting to them, and you're like, When you really review it and you look at it, you're like, but that's not really a card.
I do think that they do a lot in the way of entertainment, but then they put themselves on stage as well.
Yeah,
and I don't think that they're necessarily favouring one team over another. I think they're trying to make it more entertaining by bringing the other team into it. But my problem with it, I've got no problem. If you're going to have a physical battle, if both teams can be physical, then I've got no problem with it.
Fair for both sides.
Yeah, you can't book one team for the first physical tackle, and then the other team's got 4 physical tackles, and they haven't even got a booking yet.
Yeah. Look at the game we had at the Bridge. You were just getting yellow cards left, right, center.
Yeah.
Not really. Like if you're letting when it happens to them, you're playing on. But then as soon as we touch them, it's like everyone's getting booked.
Yeah, it's kind of
the Cucurella foul comes to mind in that he fouls Saka in the first couple of minutes. Doesn't get booked.
Four times before he got carded.
Yeah, exactly.
And then he got carded on half an hour.
I think it was the second push with Caicedo. I'm like, are you not going to speak to him? Like,
we just pushed him over.
Yeah,
straight in front of the refs. Just pushed him over.
I remember saying to my son, I'm like, someone's going to get set off in this game. Like, it's definitely going to happen.
Yeah, I didn't expect it to be one of their players, to be honest with you. But
that was. I don't know.
Well, RIP Chelsea's title challenge that lasted 3 days.
So they're all coming for us, and now they're saying nobody said that.
That's not true.
Absolutely not true. All our timelines were full.
I'm full of Chelsea fans saying, "We're in the title race.
We're in the title race. We're in it. And,
I had Chelsea fans I haven't heard from in months came out of the woodwork.
Was it 4 days? 4 days later, they lost to Leeds.
Yeah,
and
drew against the worst
Bournemouth
team in the league in Bournemouth, who'd lost like the last 6 out of 7 or something ridiculous. So
yeah, just a bit mad.
But for me, I just want to get tomorrow over and done with, so then we could sit back on Sunday and watch Crystal Palace work a bit of magic, hopefully.
Fingers crossed, Eddie can do it for us.
Yeah, just Eddie magic.
Yeah, that's like how we did against Liverpool. So
yeah.
And apparently we've beat Chelsea off the pitch as well, or on the pitch, off the pitch.
With that deal,
deal. Yeah. Deal or no deal, as the case may be. So apparently it was supposedly a front and shirt sponsor, but it wasn't a front and shirt sponsor. It was a sleeve sponsor, but they're extending the sleeve sponsor that they've already got, and you're like, right, you're just making shit up now. You don't know what was going on, And I'm not saying that the guy that mentioned that it was going through Chelsea isn't making things up as well, but everybody's denied it. Of course they have.
Of course they will.
Why wouldn't they? But apparently it's quite a really big deal, isn't it?
So it's a massive multi-year deal.
Because it was 10 million, wasn't it, for the Visit Rwanda?
Rwanda deal, the extension until 2026.
What was it? 10 million for the whole thing, or a December per year?
So then, I think that's already caused enough uproar. So
I didn't want it this year, to be honest with you. I wanted that out.
A lot of fans did, yeah.
But it's good to whether we took that off Chelsea or not. I don't really care, to be honest.
Yeah.
All I care about is our revenues going up. We're getting better deals in, and it can only point to the board and everybody else having ambition to not just to win, but to stay winning.
Yeah, because like I said to people from the start, I think the most important signing we made was Andrea Berta.
I think that was a turning point, absolutely a turning point, especially for me as a fan, looking at what they're doing and going, right, okay, you're serious now. If they'd have signed A2, I'd have just been like, well, yeah, we're not going to win anything ever again. Do you know what I mean?
He's director of football.
We haven't, but we're getting there, hopefully.
At Brighton now, isn't he? He's at Brighton now, isn't he, Jason Ato? So
he's understudy at Brighton, isn't he?
I thought he got the big job.
Did he? I thought it was but maybe I'll be wrong.
Yeah, I think he got the sporting director job. Obviously, he was eyeing it up at Arsenal. But yeah, really, really good signing. I think, like you mentioned, just that ability to get deals over the line that we really lacked in the last window.
Yeah. There's also a few things that he's trying to like change behind the scenes as well that you will probably see evidence coming up here and there. But I think one of the main things he was keen on, because it was filtered back down to us, is more or less the atmosphere within the stadium throughout the match. So I think that's something that they're going to also be looking at some point. So we shall see.
Well, I think they've already started, haven't they? Really?
Yeah.
They've already started with the
pyro, fireworks,
and
tifos,
the proper tifo rather than the stupid
shower curtain.
Oh, do you know how much? Do you know the slaughter I faced with that one?
I mean, you didn't face it alone. Every Arsenal fan.
Yeah,
I was sat there when they were doing the when they were preying it, and when I saw it, I was like, please don't do this to us. And I was just like, I remember saying to I sent it to my son, and he just responded like, "What is that?" I was just like,
the thing is that at least you were prepared for it. We went in the stadium thinking we're going to see this thing. It's
an amazing cannon, yeah.
We go down from in the middle of the roof, in the middle of the pitch, and do all sorts of bloody weird stuff. And we got that.
At least they wronged that right. The North London derby for Tifa, that actually looked good.
they did. I think they done their proper homework, and I think
yeah. I mean, obviously they've got the guy who's a fan, who's a filmmaker or something.
Yeah, and then you got, I think Red Action was in on it as well. So I think they were there from the night before, doing everything from the Saturday night, making sure everything was ready. So
yeah, I did because when they listed all the changes in the boardroom and the staff, because obviously Carlos Quella leaving as well. I was like, yeah, so we got new staff, we got this, so we got that, got the other. I was like, can anybody do tifos?
I think you've got your answer now. So
well, there's no excuse now, is there?
There isn't.
Absolutely no excuse now. So you've shown you can do it, and yeah, we still got ripped apart with that because we didn't put Champions League on it and all that stuff. And you're like, well, yeah, we could have put our Prem trophies on there or our league trophies on there, but I
think that one was just directed to the rivals at the time.
Yeah, specifically at Tottenham, wasn't it?
Specifically
didn't need
trophies really at that time.
Didn't need any trophies.
61 never again.
Yeah, we can have that one every year. That's fine.
So yeah, but everyone's like, now is we're gonna win it. For me, I just say one game at a time.
That's literally me.
I've watched this team week in, week out, day in, day out for years. I'm just like, one game at a time. But this they play, and like, even if we go 1-0 down, like, we shouldn't really be panicking because we know they will find a way to score.
My only issue with going a goal down is that obviously teams are just going to sit deeper.
Yeah.
And lock up even more space. That's the only downside. However, I've said this quite a lot, and basically, the fuck it switch has to go earlier, and just go right. Okay, go and get it back, because it's like, well, you're not winding it out, and then scoring 2 in the last 5 minutes.
Yeah,
just go and get one now. Go and get one now. Go and get another one.
Yeah, like I said, tomorrow we need to put that game to bed early if we can.
Just put it to bed. Get it to 3-0 early. I mean, I don't know if you watched the Man United game, but
exactly what Hardy's saying, right?
Yeah,
to try hard. Yeah, he's got it. It's got it to achieve.
You actually could. It's just insanity. And I actually looked at it at one point, and it looked like a championship game.
It wasn't none of that.
Yeah, I think that's insulting championship teams, to be honest with you, because
I did say, I said in the start of that match.
Yeah.
In fact, I think I put it on Twitter. Not sure, but I think I put it on there. Yeah, Wolves could get relegated from the championship.
Yeah, I think you said it on my stream. Yeah.
What's that?
I said I can see it happening.
Yeah, I just
I can see.
I don't know what that
is. Are definitely on track to beating Derby's record.
Yeah,
was it 7 points?
But they got like 2 points at a minute.
Yeah.
If they continue like this, they could be relegated by February.
50% of those points come from Tottenham.
Oh God. Oh, say no more. Say no more. Say no more.
I'm going to be meeting my Wolves fan friend Tris tomorrow. So hopefully he's going to be sitting in the away section. So I'm going to meet him just before.
Yeah.
He's not going to be too happy about what's going to happen and what's going to unfold.
I want you to go, to be honest, but there you go.
Yeah,
the Villa one's anything to go by. I definitely know where you go.
We really need to rack up some goals because, obviously we don't want goal difference, but we just need a bit of a cushion.
We're not that far off, are we? I mean,
no, we're not.
No, we've.
Where are we?
I just want us getting back to having our clean sheet record again.
Yeah. We need
again. We've had difficult fixtures. To be fair, I mean, it's not as
we have.
I think that the one thing I do like is that the first half of the season we've been to most of the hardest grounds that we need to visit. Like we've been to Old Trafford, Anfield, St James's Park. You know.
Dog man, you kill me.
Oh my God.
No, of course, yeah. So
wow,
they all have to come to us in the second half of the season, which should be good.
Yeah, exactly. So everybody has to come to us, and then I've City played any of the big hitters away. They played
us, yeah.
Liverpool. Did they play Liverpool?
They played them at the Etihad, I think.
Yeah, they played them at
Anfield.
Yeah, I don't know how. I am so gutted we lost to them. You know.
Yeah, it was just the wrong time of the season. Like if we had faced them any time in October, we would have smashed them. Yeah, we would have smashed them. It's just the wrong time.
Yeah, and it took a moment of individual semi-brilliance.
Yeah,
well, it was brilliant, wasn't it? It was a top set piece, world class, isn't it? Really. So
he's been their one bright spark this season. Interesting in terms of how consistent he's been. Zoboszlai.
Yeah. But the ones we had a couple of weeks ago, I think we are waiting them at the Emirates because after who was it that kicked Noni? Was it Enzo? Yeah, Enzo. I think a lot of people missed that one. And then him and Cucurella was screaming in his face. We were like, okay, we see you. So, yeah.
Yeah. What's your score prediction for tomorrow then?
5? I'll go 5.
You're going 5?
Yeah. When I did for the North London, I said 4. And my friends were looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, it could be 4. And it was 4. So I'll go 5 tomorrow. I'm putting it out there.
I'm gonna go 4-0 Arsenal. I think 2-0 in each half. Can quite comfortably seeing that happen. Like Arsenal could put 4 past them and just be playing in second gear. To be honest with you.
I mean, I just hopefully we just don't make a meal of it and literally just get one early and start banging them around for fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go 4-1, and I don't know why I'm going to put them down for the 1, but yeah, just what it is.
God forbid.
I want it. In fairness, I want it more than 4 if it's such a free flowing. You know, you can score for fun. I just want to score 8.
Yeah, well, if they played anyhow like how they played on Monday night, then it could
They
be
were shocking. Honestly, they were shocking. I couldn't name you one player that played well.
No one played well.
Yeah, that's Strand Larson can't shoot for shit.
Proper fell off. Like he was meant to be one of the big bright sparks from last season.
Yeah, but I mean, at the time when he was there, then they had other players around him, didn't they? But they're selling him off, so I don't know.
He was so glad he didn't get his move to Newcastle because they put in bid after bid after bid for him.
Yeah, because they wanted him as well, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. Newcastle were desperate for any striker before Baltimore.
Everybody, didn't they?
Yeah.
They tried loans as well, and whatever. But yeah, we're on 28 goals, which is the second highest.
Who's got the highest? City.
Man City have got 7 more.
Yeah, I mean they have played like Burnley at home. They have played Leeds at home.
Yeah, but their defense is leaky, man. So that's a plus.
Well, yeah, that's so how many have City conceded? Conceded 16, which is 2 less than double ours.
Their game against Fulham, I don't think I've ever backed Fulham so much to score that 5th goal.
Yeah, and they could have as well.
Yeah, it was a goal line clearance in the 88th minute.
Vardio, in the last minute. Yeah,
they could quite easily could have. But Man United have scored 26.
Oh wow!
Conceded 22.
Oh. Okay, fair enough.
I can't remember a single clean sheet they've kept this season. Actually, United.
No.
Not the top of my head.
They must have done. They must have kept one, surely. Chelsea got 25, scored 15. Brighton have got 25, scored 25, conceded 21.
Right.
That's always been about equality.
What do you think Liverpool's is?
They probably scored about 23 or 24.
You're right with the scored. How many they conceded?
22.
24. 0 goal difference.
That is insane.
And Tottenham scored 25, conceded 18.
Oh, they've actually scored 25.
A lot of goals, actually, but they're just a lot of conceding as well. Bournemouth saw 21, conceded 24.
Ooh.
Yeah, they like I said, they really nosedived in their form, Bournemouth.
Yeah, but everybody knows how they play now. They play the high line, and literally everybody gets in behind them, and
it's game over.
Just game over, yeah. Oh dear!
If you want some more of these one-liners, come and follow us on Clash of the Reds. You can catch Darg there.
Oh dear! Bless him. They're playing. Who they're playing on? They're playing Monday at Bournemouth, aren't they?
Bournemouth at home, yeah.
Mm-hmm. What are you predicting for that scoreline?
I don't know. I'll let you go first.
Who's that? Bournemouth United.
Yeah.
I'm going 2-1 Bournemouth.
I think it'd be 2-2, to be honest.
Nah.
Yeah, I predicted a draw.
I'm going.
Both teams can't.
I think Semenya is going to run them into the ground.
One can hope.
There's a lot of talk about Semenya. Would you take him in Arsenal, or is it not something you're on the cards of?
I think that would disrupt the balance of the team in some way. So
Interesting. I'd take him in a heartbeat, man.
You take him.
Yeah, I'd take him.
Then who would you get rid of though?
It's not necessarily about getting rid of someone. It's just if he's available, I'd have him in the squad.
Because then him leaving in the middle of the season and coming, obviously he's gonna want to play every game.
Yeah, but if again, we know for a fact he's an Arsenal fan. If he wants to join us, then there'll be a spot in the squad.
Because there was talk of him going 4 miles down the road, but I'm like, why would he do that? He might as well just stay. But I think they were saying City was in for him as well. But
City and Liverpool are the most.
Yeah.
I think if he does make a move, it might be Liverpool. But it's like the one thing Liverpool don't need is more attackers. They need to back line.
What they need is Zubimendi. That's what.
That's what they needed.
Well, too bad for them, isn't
it? Yeah, you won't see me crying. I was very, very upset when I thought they were getting him.
So I was having a discussion with somebody, I think it was last week, and they were trying to say that we need to see more of the Palace Eze than the Eze that we're seeing right now. What's your guys' thoughts about that?
Well, I mean, he's had standout kind of moments, but he hasn't had standout performances as such. Obviously, the Spurs hat-trick is an anomaly from that kind of point of view, but he's not really done it for a duration. But then, has he had a run of games in that position to kind of get settled in his position? It's early days. You just need to be more time to settle.
Yeah, because that was my argument. I'm like, well, you need to remember he's coming into a team now where the quality is a lot higher, and he's learning a whole different brand of football.
The thing is, how many low blocks would he have faced at Crystal Palace? Probably. Crystal Palace might get a few now in the Conference League, but they've never had it before. Maybe for periods of a game, but not for a whole, staunch game.
Yeah, I did feel for him a little bit in the Villa match. Like he got obviously rightly criticised for kind of switching off for Cash's goal, but he hadn't played on that left hand side for quite a while. Like maybe since at the Nottingham Forest game, perhaps.
Nottingham Forest,
he's been playing in the number 10 on the right hand side. So to be played out position in a position that he wasn't really playing for Crystal Palace anyway, just meant he kind of had a bit of a hard deal. And then even in that Nottingham Forest game, he got that assist for Gyökeres with a bit of individual skill. So I'm not worried about him. Maybe there was a bit of an element of punishment from Arteta. Like he didn't come on at all in the Brugge game. I mean, it could be a sense of sensible rotation.
Yeah,
probably out the limelight a little bit.
He'll probably start tomorrow, I think.
Yeah, to not get any minutes in midweek, he has to start tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely start tomorrow. But then there was like, when Kai is back, where does he slot into this team now?
The thing is, he rotates like everybody else. That's the thing. It's full on rotation. It's with a fully fit squad, we've got answers for everything.
Yeah, I'm looking at that Crystal Palace League Cup match as a potential return for Kai, maybe because it was kind of mooted that it was the end of December that he'd be back.
This week, apparently. Now I heard it was this week.
Yeah.
I mean,
we'll probably be
back in November.
Yeah.
And then
he sat back, didn't he?
Yeah, I'll probably see an appearance against Everton.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. I'm a massive Kai Havertz fan. Like, just his run in the side in that 89-point season, especially in the second half of the season, the link-up play between him and Trossard. Like he proved a lot of doubters wrong.
Do you not find it crazy how Trossard just goes under the radar?
Yeah,
you do. Like,
yeah.
I think he's probably one of the most underrated players because he puts in a shift, man. Like
pound for pound, like 27 million pounds for what we paid for him, and his output has just been incredible. Like the amount of goals he's gotten since we signed him.
If we had spent that 80 million or 85 million now, we wouldn't have been able to use that player now.
Yeah, I'm not sure he'd be taking whatever he was taking at Arsenal, though. Yeah. I mean, I would hope that our staff had a bit more rigorous checks of what they're actually doing.
Well, I was reading that he's going through the investigations because he had a lie detector test. I think was a couple of weeks ago or something like that.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, I don't know what the lie detector. What was that about, though?
I don't know. Did you take the substance? No,
wasn't me, Gov.
So
maybe it was a lie detector to grasp who gave it him.
Yeah. So yeah,
maybe that's more what it is, to kind of relinquish some blame off him and put it on somebody else. Maybe that's what it's about.
I guess we'll see what's happened. But but I was saying, like, with Trossard, I think he just goes under the radar, and
really does.
He's had some great performances for us, man.
But then say like we were saying earlier, Ben White, he's literally gone straight under the radar, hasn't he? And he just comes back, slots straight in, like he's never been gone, really. So ideal, really.
But should be fun, man. It should
right, let's do these predictions, and we can get out of here then. Because I'm actually going to fall asleep.
Yeah,
I'm really tired.
I'm gonna rest up because I don't know what to expect tomorrow, especially when they have the whole day to drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least they ain't gonna be not like Bayern Munich, but hey.
Yeah, but what happened there?
What didn't happen there?
Well, yeah, but they started going at the police for absolutely nothing.
It was that was like Prem games, Cup games, you're fine. European games, you have to be mentally switched on because it's just even with Atletico Madrid as well, like the kind of stuff that happened, you're just like, nah.
I didn't see anything from the Atletico one, but that kicked off in the stand, didn't it? Just ridiculous. What the hell are you doing?
No.
And that bleeding drum, we should ban that bleeding drum, I swear to God. God.
Oh.
Like all the game. The geezer that's conducting it is not even watching the game.
No, they don't. They have the individual conductors on each side, and they're not there to watch the game.
Just like I know I'm a bit older than the average match goer, I guess, but Christ, it was doing my head in. And I'm one for atmosphere, you know what I mean? I'm fine for atmosphere, but that was just bleeding along.
Fun times.
Anyway, we've got 2 3:00 games tomorrow. Chelsea, Everton.
Chelsea at home.
Chelsea, if I say the team first as a home team,
all right.
Say the team second, that's the away team. That's how it works.
Chelsea.
It's quite easy, really.
Chelsea. I'd say Chelsea.
I know it's late. Come on.
Chelsea.
Huh?
I think Chelsea. 2-1.
Yeah, scoreline. You have to go scoreline.
2-0 Chelsea.
2-0. Okay.
I'm going to go 2-1 Chelsea.
Yeah, I think I got 2-1 as well, but I do think Chelsea will win, although it'd be quite funny if Everton did win. They seem to do all right at home, don't they, Chelsea? But they're crap on the road, really.
And obviously they want to turn up for big matches, but then a game like Everton, you can just see them dropping points. To be fair,
Yeah.
A bit like what happened with Sunderland at home.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But that's like we were though. It's the naivety, isn't it? That younger players and whatever. But
I'll go 2-0 Chelsea.
Liverpool Brighton
1-0.
1-1.
I think 2-2.
I'm going 1-0.
I'm going 2-1 Liverpool. Burnley Fulham.
Ooh.
It's a 5:30 game. The only 5:30 game, so that's a televised game.
2-1 Fulham.
Yeah, I think 3-1 Fulham.
I'm going 2-0 Fulham.
Cool.
Our game we've done. Palace Man City.
Come on, Palace. 2-1 Palace.
That's optimistic.
That's definitely hard. That's the hard talking.
That's my local team, So
this is a hard talking, definitely.
Salah's like about a 10-minute walk from where I live. So
stop making excuses. It's just hard.
I'm going 2-1 for Palace.
Okay.
And we need Palace to win.
Head and heart in this prediction. 2-2.
I'm going 2-1 City, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think that's probably the most likely outcome. I do think it might be 2-1 City, but heart. I
don't want it to be, but yeah.
Yeah. I think we saw them fade in that United match, didn't we?
Well, the thing is, when we win tomorrow, they have to win on Sunday, So,
well, we put pressure on, don't we? By winning tomorrow,
yeah. So they would have to win on Sunday.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's 5-point gaps back. Nottingham Forest, Tottenham.
Forest. 1-0 Forest. Maybe a cagey match. Because them two, they don't like each other. They always have some crazy games at some time.
Yeah, the managers don't. They've got some beef, haven't they?
Yeah, they don't like each other that much.
From championship days, I think.
So it can be a very interesting game, that one.
And
it also depends on who's the referee. So,
Where are you going, Daniel?
It's hard to call. I think Spurs are better on the road. So sadly, I'm going to go 2 on Tottenham.
Isn't it dropping though now, isn't it?
I don't know. I mean, I know they won the last home match against Brentford, but
This depends on.
Yeah, Palace have now got the best away form in the league.
Okay.
So yeah,
I think it's going to be a 1-0. Yeah, 1-0 Forest.
Yeah, I'm going to 2-2.
I hope you're both right.
Sunderland Newcastle is the order of the day on Tuesday.
Oh,
right. Can I just put a disclaimer on that game? There's going to be a red card in that game.
Or 3.
Probably. How many years now they haven't played each other?
Yeah, exactly.
And I think the last time they played was an absolute war zone.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
I'm going to go 4-0 Newcastle.
No way.
I'm going 4-0 Newcastle. Probably because Sunderland get 2 men sent off.
Granit Xhaka, yeah?
Xhaka, one of them.
Xhaka being one of them. I can just see Joe Linton or Guimaraes doing something stupid as well and also getting a red.
Yeah.
I can go for a Xhaka and Guimaraes being sent off.
Yeah, Joe Linton's got some kind of force field. He's not going to set off or anything.
Yeah,
crazy fouls.
Madness with him.
Absolute madness.
I'm going to go 2-2.
Okay.
You see, look, obviously Newcastle are there, but Sunderland at home is there difficult. So my heart is telling me Sunderland.
The thing is, though, Newcastle don't really have to travel very far either.
But this is it.
So they normally travel very far, don't they, to play everybody else in the league? But they can't have that excuse playing Sunderland, can they? So,
They're on the corner.
Yeah. So that's my theory.
I'm still going Sunderland.
Yeah. Fair enough. West Ham Villa.
West Ham. The thing is, West Ham, you don't know which West Ham.
I don't know what you get, do you? Jekyll at 19.
Yeah, I'm going Villa.
What's your scoreline prediction?
2-0. 2-0 Villa.
Yeah, I'm going 3-0.
I think 2-1 Villa. I do think West Ham will score, but yeah.
Brentford Leeds.
Oof. That sounds like a draw all over it.
It looks like a 2-2 to me, that one.
Yeah, literally. It's what I was thinking. It's a 2-2.
A proper Desmond, that is.
Yeah. That sounds like a draw all over again.
There is no show ever to go through.
I wouldn't even be surprised if that's a 0-0.
It's half four game is the only live game as well, so it doesn't want to be.
Leeds are playing fairly well, so I can see them scoring.
Yeah.
So
he called you out. I know the clash of the
he's on our
fan of Unai Emery, massive fan.
You don't know what to say.
Get that shit off my screen.
Yeah, thank you.
Go on, you can do a prediction for this. Man United against Bournemouth on Monday. What are we saying? We might have already predicted this.
2-1 Bournemouth.
I predicted 2-2.
Yeah, I think I got 2-2 as well. What's your United fan in the yeah?
What was he gonna say? He's probably gonna give us like a 3-0 United or some 2-0 Bournemouth.
2-0 Bournemouth.
if the United fan hasn't got any faith, what's left for the rest of them?
Yeah, well, in fairness, he's not hammering out. He's everybody out. So there we go. All right. I'm going to leave it there because my cat thinks I've forgot to feed him, which I have. And yeah, so there we are. If you're still watching, please make sure you liking, subscribing, hit message in the comments. It really helps the algorithm out. And yeah, make sure you're here next time. We're going to be doing another show probably on Tuesday. My brain cells are united to, bro. Hence the logic and reason on show. Okay.
I'll see you on Monday, dog. Hopefully, and if anyone wants to sub to the channel and join us on stream, please do.
Yeah, so it's the Clash of Reds pod that you can see in his name there. So make sure you're on that. Huddling TV as well. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Appreciate you. And
do enjoy the game tomorrow if you're there.
I'm not going tomorrow because I've got stuff to sort out of my house because apparently I need to do a party.
Hey, good luck with that.
Yeah, I'll be at the match. Hopefully rubbing it in my Wolves friend's face.
Yeah, that'd be very nice indeed. But yeah, so we'll see you next time, hopefully. And yeah, make sure you're doing all that good stuff and commenting in the comment sections. And we'll see you in the next show. Good night.
Thank you.